Alright, Netflix fans, let's cut to the chase. Netflix is absolutely killing it with their documentaries. Some of these films and series are so captivating, they might just top their TV shows and movies. Whether you love mind-blowing true crime or jaw-dropping nature docs, I've got a list that will keep you binge-watching for days. Today, I'm counting down the top 10 Netflix original documentaries that you simply cannot miss. We're talking about the best of the best here, all exclusive to Netflix, so buckle up and stick with me until the very end, because my #1 pick will leave you absolutely speechless. Kicking things off at number 10, we've got something a little different. Formula One, Drive to Survive. I understand, if you don't like Formula One, you might skip this, but hear me out. This 10-part documentary goes way beyond just cars and races. It's about the intense, high-stakes world of Formula One racing, where billion-dollar teams go head-to-head and every single decision can make or break a season. It gives you behind-the-scenes access to the drivers, the team owners, and the drama you never see on TV. I wasn't a huge Formula One fan before watching this, but after just one episode, I was hooked. The way they capture the thrill, the heartbreak, and the pressure, it's insane. Even if you don't like racing, the human stories are compelling. You'll get goosebumps when you hear the engines roar in surround sound. The sound design is a chef's kiss. Honestly, Formula One, Drive to Survive is a thrill ride from start to finish, and it's one of those documentaries you'll be telling your friends about. Sliding in at number 9 is a true crime classic, The Staircase. If you're a fan of courtroom dramas and legal mysteries, this one's for you. The story follows Michael Peterson, who was accused of murdering his wife Kathleen after she was found dead at the bottom of a staircase in their home. Was it an accident, or was it murder? This documentary has been following Peterson's case for over a decade, and it's packed with twists, turns, and shocking revelations. What really sets The Staircase apart is how it dives deep into the legal process, showing you everything from the defense team's strategy to the intense courtroom battles. It's not just about the crime itself, it's about the emotional toll the trial takes on Peterson and his family. You'll be on the edge of your seat, questioning everything as you watch it unfold. And the cool thing is, Netflix even updated the series with new episodes after picking it up, so you get to see how the case evolved over time. It's one of those shows where, after every episode, you're left with more questions than answers. Next up, coming in at number 8, is Making a Murderer. Now, this documentary needs no introduction. It practically broke the internet when it premiered back in 2015. But for those who haven't seen it yet, let me give you a quick rundown. Making a Murderer follows Stephen Avery, a Wisconsin man who served 18 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit. He was exonerated when DNA evidence proved his innocence. But the story doesn't stop there. Shortly after being released, Avery is arrested again for another crime, and this time the stakes are even higher. What makes Making a Murderer so gripping is how it exposes corruption in the legal system, showing how law enforcement may have gone to extreme lengths to convict Avery. The filmmakers spent 10 years documenting this case, and you can feel the dedication in every frame. It's emotional, it's infuriating, and it'll make you question everything you thought you knew about justice. And if you're like me, you'll probably end up Googling everything about this case as soon as you finish the series because it's that intense. Coming in at number 7 is one of the wildest stories you'll ever hear. Fire, the greatest party that never happened. I'm sure you all remember the Fire Festival disaster of 2017, right? It was hyped as the most luxurious music festival in the world, with celebrity influencers promoting it, exclusive island accommodations, gourmet food, and headlining artists. Well, let's just say, the reality was very different. This documentary gives you an inside look at how this epic failure unfolded, led by con artist Billy McFarland and rapper Ja Rule. Guests arrived expecting paradise and instead found FEMA tents, sad cheese sandwiches, and chaos. Watching this documentary is like watching a car crash in slow motion. You know it's going to be bad, but you just can't look away. What's crazy is how they managed to pull off this scam for so long. The level of deception is mind-blowing. It's a hilarious yet sobering reminder of how powerful marketing can be when it's in the wrong hands. At number 6, we're getting into some seriously creepy territory with Conversations with a Killer, the Ted Bundy tapes. If you're into true crime, this documentary is an absolute must-watch. It takes you inside the mind of one of the most notorious serial killers in American history, Ted Bundy. And trust me, the access here is chilling. You actually get to hear from Bundy himself thanks to rare audio recordings from his time on death row. The series walks you through Bundy's life, his horrific crimes, and the chilling way he managed to fool everyone around him, including the police. What's even more fascinating is how he used his charm and intelligence to manipulate people, making him one of the most terrifying killers of all time. You also get interviews with his surviving victims, law enforcement officials, and even some of Bundy's close friends. It's one of those documentaries that stays with you long after you've finished watching. Okay, we're at the halfway mark with number 5, Evil Genius. This documentary tells the story of the infamous 2003 pizza bomber case, where a pizza delivery driver was forced to rob a bank with a bomb strapped around his neck. Yeah, you heard that right. A bomb strapped around his neck. The case is one of the most bizarre crimes in recent history, and Evil Genius does a brilliant job of unraveling the mystery behind it. The series introduces us to a strange and twisted cast of characters, including the so-called mastermind, Marjorie Diehl Armstrong. The plot twists in this documentary are absolutely insane. And just when you think you've got it figured out, another twist comes out of nowhere. This is one of those documentaries where truth really is stranger than fiction. Coming in at number 4 is The Bleeding Edge, a powerful documentary that shines a spotlight on the $400 billion medical device industry. If you're someone who loves investigative journalism and exposes that reveal the dark side of industries, this one's for you. Directed by Kirby Dick, The Bleeding Edge exposes the shocking lack of regulation in the medical device industry and how corporate greed puts patients at risk. This film is both eye-opening and terrifying. It shows real people whose lives were devastated by faulty medical devices, and it makes you wonder, how did this happen? The documentary doesn't shy away from asking tough questions, and it will leave you questioning the trust we place in the healthcare system. It's a hard watch, but an important one. All right, things are about to get wild at number 3, Wild Wild Country. This documentary is absolutely bonkers, and I mean that in the best way possible. It tells the story of Bhagwan Shree Rajneesh, a controversial Indian guru who, along with his followers, built a utopian city in the middle of Oregon in the 1980s. Sounds peaceful, right? Well, things quickly take a dark turn as the Commune gets involved in assassination plots, bioterrorism, and the largest mass poisoning in U.S. history. This series is packed with drama, and every episode will leave you with your jaw on the floor. What starts as a seemingly innocent community spirals into chaos, and you won't believe how far things go. Wild Wild Country is one of those documentaries where you constantly have to remind yourself that this really happened. At number 2, we've got the Academy Award-winning documentary Icarus. This film starts as a personal experiment by director Brian Fogel to see if he can get away with doping in professional cycling. But as the story unfolds, it transforms into one of the biggest sports scandals in history, uncovering Russia's state-sponsored doping program. What makes Icarus so gripping is that you're watching this international conspiracy unfold in real time. Fogel forms a relationship with a key whistleblower, and suddenly the story shifts from personal to global, involving Russian athletes, the Olympics, and a massive cover-up. It's part investigative thriller, part political drama, and completely jaw-dropping. If you're into sports or love a good conspiracy, this documentary is a must. And finally, taking the #1 spot is a documentary that is visually stunning, emotionally powerful, and incredibly important: Our Planet. Narrated by the legendary David Attenborough, this series takes you on a breathtaking journey through the natural world. Filmed in over 50 countries, Our Planet shows you the beauty and diversity of life on Earth, from the frozen Arctic to the lush rainforests. But this series isn't just about showcasing nature's wonders. It also delivers a crucial message about conservation and the impact of climate change. The visuals are absolutely stunning. You'll see animals and landscapes in ways you've never seen them before. But what really sets Our Planet apart is how it connects you emotionally to the planet. It's a love letter to Earth, and it will leave you inspired to protect it. Be sure to watch the behind-the-scenes episode 2 to see how the crew captured these incredible shots. It's an awe-inspiring series that will make you appreciate the world we live in and the urgent need to take care of it. And there you have it, my top 10 Netflix original documentaries you absolutely need to watch. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below with your favorite Netflix documentary. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more Netflix recommendations, top 10s, and binge-worthy content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.